Toni and Griff show for radio and TV is just really about us being us.
Favorite condiment? Ketchup. That's your mate again? Who spelled ketchup with a C, though? They put catch and up. I promise you. Zoom in on that. That's a catch up. He ain't playing. Hurry up and get him. That's his mate.
Toni is funny. Toni is drop dead funny. Like, Toni will wake me up. I'll come home late coming from the club doing a show, and she might just roll over and say, hey, you want to hear something funny? And I really do be wanting to hear it because Toni makes me laugh all the time. I promise you. She got a great sense of humor. When I proposed to her, I took her to Miami on her birthday. She'd never been to Miami before. It was like October '05. We got the little 3-wheel scooters, and we went to the beach, and it started raining just a little bit, but it was real romantic, cool, because they had these tents, these little cover-ups. So I sat her in there, and I was like, it's something I want to tell you, and I was kind of walking back and forth, and my eyes was watery, and she stopped me, and she said, just wait a minute. If you got HIV or AIDS, I'm with you all. I was like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? She crazy. That's just Toni. I'm trying to propose to her. She telling me if you got AIDS, we gonna be okay. So you, for that alone, you gotta love her. You gotta respect that. That's
There's something else y'all don't know about him. He beats me.
Don't say that.
You see this makeup? You know what? When I think of the Toni and Griff show, I just think of a married couple that is really funny, but they just good friends. So like, me and my husband are really, really good friends. It's like, we such good friends that when we mad at each other, we still have to talk to each other to laugh because both of us are really silly. So it might be like, in the midst of an argument, like a good, strong day or 2-day argument, and I'll text him and say, I know you ain't speaking to me, but I just saw some funny and I feel like the Toni and Griff show is something that would give people a chance to feel good and to learn about themselves, and it's okay to argue, and it's okay not to always like the person, but you got to have a higher ground to work it out. And I guess just love and silly. We just love each other, and we just really, really silly, and that's about it.
I like the aggressive Scorpio. Why I flinch, though? You see her do that? You see that? Hey, Larry, don't worry about me. I got this part on me. I don't need no help from the catch-up man, right?
Man, you need to see this clown. I mean, dude can really sing, but do he really have to lay on that floor? Oh, he gonna get dust all over his jacket. Y'all watch this.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. A change gonna come.
They're in sync with one another, they can finish each other's sentences, very natural, they flow well together, and I think the audience is for everyone.
Real talk,
real people,
and real crazy.
You never know what could happen.
Tell you a story about a little Volvo I wound up giving to him later on in his life. We had a classic 67 Volvo 122S. It was red exterior and just tight all the way around. Had to come for about 18 years. And he's graduating from high school. And his football buddies and some other guys and stuff was over the house. We had a party for him. And my deal was like, okay, listen, you did good, got good grades, you did all right. Take the car out with your boys and have a good time. And when they started the car up, it sounded like a tractor. Clang, 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 clang. I mean, just something, just metal on metal. And I'm getting really quickly perturbed because I know how to take care of my stuff. And I said, it sounds like it don't have no oil in it. And one of his partners said, well, we put 5 quarts in yesterday. I didn't know that they had been driving the car.
Even when they disagreeing, it's natural for them to laugh at each other. But when I actually met him, it was at her house, and we stayed in the same complex. And I was up her stairs, and he came in. I said, "Oh, let me step around the corner if I can meet you." He said, "No, you didn't want to meet me the first time."
Griff really is one of the best things that ever happened to me. I stalked him, I have to admit. We came about because I worked at a car dealership, and I used to listen to him on the radio. I used to listen to Griff all the time on the radio. Well, I didn't know what he looked like or anything, but he was really funny. So I always listened because he was just really, really funny. And so it was some weird kismet thing I was feeling, and I went back and told my boss. I said, "Well, hey, Miss B, you know that dude on V103?" And she was like, "Who?" I said, "In the morning, that Griff dude." And she said, "Yes." And I said, "I think you should give him a sponsorship." And she pulled me to the side. She said, "You kind of like him, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, but I don't know what he looked like."
They the same all the time, man. In uniform, out of uniform, at the house, in public, wherever. They don't change.
Y'all had a little blooper thing there, like the visual too. Means to me.
Why do women always stray off the main point?
Left work early.
What's wrong with y'all? Why does it always turn into I did this much and you did this much? No, I wasn't downstairs playing the game. And you know what the bad part is? I gotta turn the game off when I hear the garage door open like a child.
The Toni and Griff show, all I could say is sit down and buckle up because you are going for a ride. This is going to be the time of your life.